Clutch Eala completes comeback versus Sasnovich to reach Abu Dhabi Open QF. Eala erased a huge deficit in set 3 to complete a stunning 2-6, 6-4, 7-7, 6-5 comeback win against Alexandra Sasnovich of Belarus in their round of 16 clash at the Abu Dhabi Open on Thursday. Eala will advance to the quarterfinals against second-seeded Ekaterina Alexandrova, currently ranked number 11 by the WTA. The game looked lost at one point, but the 20-year-old Eala showed remarkable resilience, rallying against her 31-year-old opponent to secure a come-from-behind win. Eala found herself in a 4-0 hole in the third set, with Sasnovich winning nearly every point and giving the Filipina little chance to convert. Sasnovich moved ahead after Eala committed a late error in the ninth game to allow her opponent to take a 5-4 lead. But Eala retaliated by winning the next two games, turning the tide and setting up her own match point at 6-5 with a blistering serve that overpowered the Belarusian ace. Sasnovich held in the next game to force a tiebreak, which she initially controlled after racing to a 5-4 match point. Unfazed by the moment, Eala ripped a fierce backhand past Sasnovich, then closed out the match as the Belarusian faltered with another error. Eala Philippine Women's Open 1 of 4. Alexandra Eala reacts after a point against Japan's Himeno Sakitsum during their women's singles at the Philippine Women's Open in Manila on January 28, 2026. Photo by Ted Aljibe/FP. Eala vs Alicia Parks, Australian Open 2 of 4. Tennis, Australian Open, Melbourne Park, Melbourne, Australia, January 19, 2026. Philippines. Alexandra Eala reacts during her first-round match against Alicia Parks of the U.S. Reuters/Edgar Sue. Eala at the Kuyang Classic 3 of 4. Alexandra Eala with the Yvonne Goolagong Collie Trophy from the Kuyang Classic. Photo, Kuyang Classic/IG. Advertisement. Eala at the 2026 ASB Classic 4 of 4. Eala of the Philippines hits a return against Wang Xinyu of China during their women's singles semi-final match at the WTA Auckland Classic on January 10, 2026. Photo by Michael Bradley/AFP. Clutch Eala completes epic comeback versus Sasnovich to reach Abu Dhabi Open quarterfinals. There are matches that define careers. Moments when a player's heart, willpower, and sheer belief collide on the court to create drama worthy of history books. On a thrilling day at the Abu Dhabi Open, 20-year-old Filipino tennis sensation Alexandra Eala delivered one such performance, battling back from the brink to stun Belarus' Alexandra Sasnovich and secure her place in the quarterfinals of this prestigious WTA 500 event. The stage is set, Abu Dhabi's bright lights and big dreams. The Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open serves as one of the early highlights of the women's tennis calendar, attracting seasoned veterans and hungry rising stars. For Eala, already riding high from a strong start, including a straight sets victory over Zeynep Sonmez in the opening round, this round of 16 clash against Sasnovich was more than another match. It was a statement. World number 45 Eala, who has steadily climbed the rankings with a blend of powerful ground strokes, tactical variety, and unshakable spirit, knew that this match could propel her deeper into the tournament and further into the spotlight. Facing Sasnovich, a seasoned competitor known for her grit and tactical acumen, was a challenge the young Filipina embraced. A rocky beginning, Sasnovich strikes first. From the outset, the momentum seemed to favor Sasnovich. With her experience and consistency, the Belarusian took the first set decisively 6-2, quickly establishing control and forcing Eala to chase the game. The young Filipino struggled to find rhythm, her powerful shots occasionally missing their marks, and Sasnovich's depth and placement kept her on the defensive. Yet in tennis, as in life, early adversity often plants the seed for the most memorable turnarounds. Turning tide, Eala's resolve shines through. Unfazed by the setback, Eala reset her approach in the second set. With the crowd behind her, a sea of supporters chanting "Dieu," and fueling every point with palpable energy, she unleashed a more focused game. Her serve became steadier, her footwork sharper, and her ground strokes more penetrating. This shift paid off. Eala claimed the second set 6-4, forcing a decisive third and leaving Sasnovich to ponder how things had slipped. The decider, from 0 to hero. As the final set began, Sasnovich appeared poised to regain control. She quickly surged ahead, racing to a 4-0 lead, and looked within striking distance of victory. Many in the stadium held their breath, the momentum seemingly lost. Yet in those moments when defeat loomed largest, champions are born. Eala, with characteristic calm, began chipping away. First a game, then another. Her tactical returns found gaps, and her aggression with measured restraint began to rattle her opponent. What once looked like an insurmountable deficit flipped into competitive tension as Eala battled back to 4-2 and beyond. What followed was a gripping duel where neither player surrendered an inch. Sasnovich had her chances, even earning a match point, but Eala's resolve refused to bend. With clutch play on key points, including saving break points and converting opportunities when they mattered most, she eked out a lead late in the set. Tiebreak drama. A champion emerges. The match was eventually decided in a tiebreak, a fitting climax to a rollercoaster encounter. Both athletes traded blows with precision and grit, each point echoing with tension. Fans were on their feet. Hearts raced. And then, with nerves of steel, Eala clinched the crucial mini-breaks and closed out the match 7-6, 7-5. It was an unforgettable moment. From trailing early in the decider to mastering the tension of a tiebreak, Eala had completed one of the most clutch comebacks of her young career. What this victory means. Reaching the quarterfinals of a WTA 500 event is no small feat for Eala. This achievement is confirmation of her growing stature in the world of women's tennis. It underscores her resilience under pressure and her ability to translate potential into results on the biggest stages. This victory gives her the opportunity to face second-seeded Ekaterina Alexandrova, a battle that promises even more high-level competition and a chance for Eala to further cement her rising legacy. Beyond the rankings and statistics, this match reveals the core of what makes Eala a compelling athlete, her mental strength. Too many times in professional sports, a player loses touch with confidence after falling behind. Eala demonstrated that scoring multiple points, saving match points, and overturning a significant deficit are not just statistical improbabilities, they're testaments to belief. A rising star on the global stage. Eala's journey reflects the evolution of a young player who refuses to be defined by age or circumstance. Already celebrated in her home country and increasingly recognized on the international circuit, she continues to break personal barriers. At just 20, she is positioning herself not just as a contender in major tournaments but as an inspiration for the next generation of tennis players, particularly in the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Her performance in Abu Dhabi also adds to a growing body of work that includes deep runs in other significant tournaments, illustrating an upward trajectory that tennis fans across the world are eager to watch. The tenacity she showed against Sasnovich is emblematic of her.